What episode is 23?
24.
24?
Episode.
Oh, it is Kobe.
Is that? I thought he was number 8.
Oh, he was.
But.
No, he also was 24.
Oh. That's it?
Yeah. We going off?
It's like 4 plus 2 equals 6. Why 24?
2 times 4 equals 8.
Off, man. Is
that what it is?
Nah, I think it's just a cool number. Oh, it's because what's one above Jordan?
He's never going to be above Jordan.
He's never above Jordan.
Bro, you even watch basketball.
Exactly. So how do I know Jordan and I don't know Kobe, you know?
Bro.
Barely know Kobe.
Kobe's only famous because he died.
He's only famous because he gets compared. He's only famous because he gets compared to Jordan. That's why.
I hate you guys. There's Mamba mentality. There's not Jordan mentality.
Let the hate flow.
Because Jordan is an icon.
Bro, when you shoot a basketball to the hoop, into like a trash can, when you shoot a paper ball into the trash can, what do you say?
LeBron.
Yeah.
Curry.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, Curry, dude. That's exactly.
Hey, cut the mic. I'm done. All right, welcome to episode 24 of the Ski Mask Podcast. All right, guys, just go ahead and introduce you. We got Mondo.
Yep.
Diego. A special guest here behind the mask. You don't need to know his name because maybe it's important, maybe it's not important.
No,
don't worry about it.
We're gonna call him Josh.
We got Christian over here, just chilling. You can't see him
behind the scenes.
But describe, what he's wearing. Bulls, windbreaker,
No bowls.
red hat, and orange pants. I don't know why he has orange shorts. Why do you have the orange shorts and
That
the red?
looks more like
and
copper.
blue socks.
Yeah, it's more like copper.
Why are you wearing copper and black and red?
Wait, why is he wearing shorts?
Your mom let you dress yourself today?
Damn.
You know how cold it is outside? Why are you wearing shorts?
Bro, I'm inside, alright?
It's cold
Damn!
outside.
Leave me alone.
The temperature.
It's cold as fuck now already, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what this podcast is brought to you by. No sponsors. We give no views.
We got to start getting sponsors or start naming fake sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by that.
All right, guys, what's on the agenda today?
What do you guys want to start off with? Do you guys want to start talking about basketball? Yeah? No?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Basketball, let's go ahead and talk about the Lakers. They're doing fucking trash, even though it's my team.
Damn.
They might not make the playoffs, man.
Yeah. Here's the thing,
I
though.
thought the season just started.
Yeah, but still, they're pretty behind. But
Oh.
so many in Major League Sports, though, so many teams make the playoffs. Like, they'll still squeeze in there.
Yeah.
There's I think it's 70% of teams make playoffs or something, so it'd be crazy for them not to make the playoffs.
I mean, they ended up bringing, Westbrook, right? And
Yeah, they got Westbrook, LeBron, Carmelo.
Oh, that's the other person they brought back, right?
Malik Monk.
LaMelo?
No.
I mean,
Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn, who he's been injured, and actually, I think once he starts to play,
Yeah, they'll be fire.
yeah, things will pick up because he's
Really?
he's
Shout
good.
out to the Bulls, though, man.
Bulls. They've been having a great season.
They
That's
have
what
been
I've
good.
seen.
Been really good. Except the other day when I needed them to win, they didn't win. But they lost to the Portland Trailblazers, who have also been awful.
Really.
Like I said, Damian Lillard is just C.J. McCollum with the shoe deal.
Dame time.
Oh, no, man. The range is crazy.
He is crazy, but
Right.
I don't
No,
know.
I just want to talk about the elbow
Yeah.
incident,
Yeah.
or the fight, I guess, that happened with, I don't know his name. You guys said it. What was his last name?
His name is Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart and LeBron.
Isaiah
Right.
Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart.
30 year in.
He's what?
Year.
Third year? Yeah, so, he steps up to LeBron.
Right.
I
Right
don't know
after,
who's shooting free throws.
Yeah, right
He
after
kind
a
of has
free
him
throw.
pinned back. LeBron swings his arm, hits him across the face. Looks like an elbow, but it looks to be kind of like a sucker
I
punch.
think
in
it
a way.
was more towards the fist when you see it from the different angle,
Yeah.
right?
Hammer fist looking like
Hammer fist.
Vitor Belfort and shit.
Yeah.
No, but was it intentional?
Bro, it was 100% intentional. I'm a Lakers fan. I have to like LeBron for what it is. He for sure threw that to hit him. But that happens in basketball. That's the thing. That happens.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah, it's so an
thing,
accident.
the only thing is that he got cut up a bit, started bleeding, and then he bull rushed LeBron. And he got in LeBron's face, and then he didn't do anything.
Right.
So,
No, I think
Yeah.
I've accidentally thrown, like elbows and like fists and stuff, I mean, it does happen, but that, I don't know, to make them bleed like that, like, shoot.
I think, playing sports for so long, like these guys have, like LeBron, you have to do these kind of things eventually. You can't just, especially when your team's doing so bad.
Yeah, the
were
frustration kind of
losing.
building up and, yeah.
it's about how, afterwards, he should have gone ahead, apologized, be like, yo, fucked up,
Dude.
blah, blah. But that dude's probably going to be playing for some team in China next week, so
Damn.
for all we know.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was till yesterday.
Yeah, no, I don't watch basketball enough to actually know teams and like that stuff.
No, that guy's kind of
players.
like a hothead. He like gotten in like Durant's face before,
Yeah.
and Blake Griffin's face and stuff like that. And I don't know. He's not like the best player, but he's in the NBA, so he's fucking nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
All
good,
right.
but
But yeah,
it's just
is
not. Was it a dirty play? That's your main question.
I guess so.
Yes, it's a dirty play, but should have. I think they dealt with it enough. Ejection.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think there should be a suspension either way. Just ejection. Give him the flagrant. And move on.
There'll be a couple fines in there.
Yeah,
fine.
that is true. That is true.
I mean, to me, it looked like an accident. Like he was just going like this to him, like the whole time. LeBron just wanted to like let him go,
Nah,
just out of frustration, just like get off me,
Yeah.
no, that is true.
But
See,
it's when he started bleeding. It was like, oh, okay, maybe something bad did happen,
It
but it was
looks-
an accident.
it looks worse than what it was, but no, you can't let all those things slide because then, like, let's say it's like playoffs or something, and someone does
This
that.
was regular season.
I
though.
know, but let's say this happens in playoffs, then there, if it's just a flagrant and ejection,
Right.
then I think they just have to miss one game, then they come back or whatever. So that's decent. But if it's like it has to be a multi-game suspension now, then it's fucking up playoffs because you're gonna miss like a couple games of the series, and that's gonna get really intense, and they're gonna be really passionate. So that might happen,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how the NBA will deal with it. I haven't seen it,
Right.
the
Yeah.
repercussions yet, but
Just saw that trending video, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, I don't know. But
so it was dirty. But I don't think LeBron is a dirty player, which I think you're trying to say.
nah, I wasn't saying that, dude. That was a conversation beforehand.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't think he's a dirty player. Has a bad hairline, but
True, man.
He needs to
fined
cut
for
just the whole head
yeah,
off.
well, he has to
Get some hair plugs, some more hair
I think
plugs.
he's tried. It just doesn't work.
He needs to go
Yeah.
to
Go
Turkey.
bald.
I mean, that actually surprisingly works for a lot of people. Like Machine Gun Kelly, he's got him. Like he
Really?
was balding like straight over here. Now I don't know. There was like a post about it on Reddit, like how his hair developed and everything.
Matthew McConaughey, Elon Musk.
Yeah. What's his name? There's Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney also
He
got
he
it.
has hair
Who's
now?
that
He had it. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather
Yeah.
got
Oh,
a
yeah,
full
huh?
hair.
Started going
And
fro.
the beard.
Damn.
He had the hair and the beard. Who's that dude? The Paul brother.
Jake or
I think they both got it, to be honest.
Logan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They got the hair plugs.
They got the plug.
Yeah, so. Would you guys get hair plugs? If you need to?
No, it's too much money for me to waste. I'd rather just go bald.
I'd
He's
commit
not-
to the full baldness.
Yeah.
So if you go full bald, you gotta get like in shape.
No, my strategy is once I start like receding hairline even more, like I'm gonna straight get a mohawk pretty much, and then after that, just shave it off, be bald.
The reverse
Man.
mullet.
Not even the reverse.
You gotta
mullet.
be rich enough to do that. Get that fake hair stuff.
No, there was a kid growing up that actually got two mohawks, like literally just
Side
a
by
straight.
side?
Not even that. Not
Oh,
even
wait.
like that. It was like straight two of them. It would look stupid. He even admitted it, but yeah, that was
It's aerodynamic.
terrible
though.
haircut.
No, I remember when I was younger, I got that Chuck Liddell mohawk.
Oh, the wide mohawk. Yeah.
My uncle gave it to me. I'm like, I want to like Chuck Liddell. He's like, I got you.
Whatever. Easy haircut.
Nice, man.
No, do you guys have any crazy hair? Like I know growing up, I idolized Eddie Guerrero, so I would always get the highlights.
I got crazy hair right now. My hair dyed.
Dyed,
Oh,
dyed
It's like
pink,
red,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that
It's
was a
dyed
real
red,
hair
dyed
color.
pink.
No,
It's like copper. No, that's like copper.
I saw
like
you also got
burgundy.
them waves too.
Yeah, man, something light.
What is it called right now? The wolfing face? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. When I cut it down, it's gonna look a lot better tomorrow.
Bro, I'm making a deal right now. I'm trying to get some waves, to be honest. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You just gotta brush your hair forward.
I'm about to cut it
You gotta
down.
start with the baby hairs.
Yeah, I'm about to cut it down. Apparently against the grain. Then I'm gonna.
Yeah, cut it against the grain and then just
Isn't
go.
it with the grain?
No,
yeah.
that's after.
Yeah, after.
Okay.
Because his hair's already like used to growing in one way, right? So
Yeah.
once you cut it back, we're just like redoing the whole thing.
So we'll see.
Right now, I'm just letting my hair grow out for like I don't know, probably until this summer next until next
Nice.
summer. We'll see.
I might do the same. We'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a mullet
Really.
like Diego's. No, don't do it.
Well,
Can I bring your style?
oh, you want to be copying? Just wait and see.
What?
Okay.
He got
I don't
some.
know. Some
How
cryptic.
does that
He got
mean?
some up his sleeve, man. He's ready to show you.
You got something special?
Oh, you're probably
Well,
gonna
it's
get a rat tail, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That's the next.
I was
trend.
I was gonna go to the DMV, get my new license with the mullet, and then from there just cut it off
Oh, why?
into a rat tail.
Ah.
It's got to be one of those. What is it? Padawans? No. What is it? It's one
Yeah,
of the Star
Padawan
Wars. Is
from
it?
Star
What
Wars.
is that? Isn't that like right here?
What?
No,
No,
it
it's
goes
on
from
the
the
back
back.
right here.
It's not like a rat tail, though.
It's a small rat tail. Like one soccer player used to have it too. It's Palacios, I think. I forgot his first
But
name.
you gotta have supreme confidence to rock those kind of haircuts.
Or just not care. The fuck.
Yeah.
But
That's
isn't
not- that's
not
what
Ronaldo
caring?
used to have just a little patch of hair right here.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
He apologized to the world. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. That should never done that.
I know people love having that haircut.
Yeah.
They'd be rocking it with the fishnet.
Man.
With not the fishnet,
The
but
good thing though, during the World Cup, it was during the summer, so no school. But still,
You had
a
that
lot of
haircut?
kids. No, I'm saying kids who had it. I fuck no. Why would I do that?
You guys ever seen that haircut? It's like not the gecko, but
It's like an iguana.
it's an iguana.
Oh, on the
mullet.
head.
I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Those are kind of sick.
That's sick.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I remember getting designs and all that stuff, but nah.
Have like the portrait of like Nelson Mandela.
Oh yeah,
Back of your
there
head.
you go. Then you won't remember whether or not you had it or you did. You'll get
Okay.
that Mandela effect.
I had the Volcom logo in the back of my head.
Bro, I still love that, but I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Welcome. Yeah, just
Skateboard.
logo. Yeah,
I still
skateboard.
have I still have tons of Volcom clothes, to be honest.
I had the famous F on my head one time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the shit back in the day. The famous Stars and
Famous
Stripes.
star.
Yeah.
Both those brands kind of fell down hardcore.
Volcom still sells some stuff. I still see them in stores.
Yeah,
Famous sound. I don't think I've seen them in a long
Because that was
time.
Travis Barker, right?
Yeah, I think.
That was like his shit. And then after that, it was pretty much like Young and Reckless from someone else.
Yeah,
And that died
from-
out too.
What's his name? It was someone from the
Lil
Deer
Durk was
Fabric.
sponsored by Young and Reckless
Oh, for real?
at one point, yeah.
Bro, all those brands pretty much died. Like all those like kind of like I don't want to call
Street clothes.
them. Yeah, like
streetwear.
Echo,
South Pole.
South Pole,
Hey, Carhartt's
Fat
still
Farm.
out here. Oh yeah.
Fat Farm,
Ooh, Fat Farm.
Egg Frex or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Fubu.
Yeah. all
Fila's
Fila's still around.
In the tennis game, Fila's still popular.
I have a Fila jacket.
Bro, and then Fila made the come up with those girl shoes. The fucking
fat
boosted
one-
ones.
fat ones.
Yeah, every girl was rocking those.
Heelys.
Heelys,
Ooh,
dead.
I should buy some.
They got
Every
bands.
skate brand, DC,
Nah, I still see. Well,
DVS,
It's kind of right on
Tony
that.
Hawk's.
yeah, Supra.
dude, those were cheap shoes. Some Tony Hawk shoes, like his actual shoes. Really cheap shoes.
Yeah, I think I had some actually. They were comfortable as fuck.
I
don't
did too.
know.
Yeah, because I had the hawk in them, the birdhouse.
The Hawk, yeah. Nah. But I do want to talk a little bit more about our guest, right? He's got some interesting stories,
Let's
apparently.
get into it.
Yeah.
No,
All right. I mean, for one thing, I guess the biggest shocker was that you've actually been shot before, right?
Yeah, I have, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, talk to us. Like, what happened?
Give us a rundown of like.
The whole day, like,
Do you know
or,
what-
like
let's,
the whole
let's-
story.
yeah, let's,
Yeah.
let's start off with breakfast.
Yeah, actually-
Breakfast is a favorite topic around
breakfast.
here.
Yeah. Start off with
Yeah,
breakfast.
actually, so
So
you got
it
shot.
was just a regular. Yeah, it was just.
It was just cereal.
Like, did you have a feeling that morning? Like something felt weird.
Nah,
Like something felt weird
definitely
that day.
not. Definitely not. Just it's crazy though. It makes you think about it, like how you're feeling right now. Like next thing you could go, like
Yeah.
in a car
understandable.
accident, you won't feel nothing. Like
That's
right
true.
now, you won't at least. But it was just a regular day. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, stuff like that. And then one of my buddies called me. It was nighttime by then.
right?
Told me to go pick him up. He was at a gas station though, but I guess some guys saw us there, and they confused us with somebody else because we were behind a tent at the time, and so yeah, he kind of confused us maybe. And so then we just drove off from the gas station. He ended up following us in his truck.
Yeah.
It was by, yeah, I would just won't say where it was by.
Sure.
But yeah, we were going really slow because I forgot what we were doing. It was like it was kind of late, so there was no traffic out. And then we see the truck pull up, kind of just looked in there and just opened fired on us. And
Damn.
just swear, I tried to, like, the first shot, I feel like it hit me. Like, I was just like, oh my God. And then, like, he's like, turn. So he started pulling off the wheel because, like,
Wait, so who was
the first
driving?
shot.
Were you
I
driving?
was driving, yeah.
Okay.
So, and he pulled up on the left side, so.
Huh, damn.
I took most of the hits, so. Yeah. He only hit me 3 times, though, which is kind of bad for, like, a full clip and being that close, like, being
I
inside
guess,
the car.
Yeah.
But I give him props, though. He was driving and doing that stuff.
There you go. Some.
Not that bad.
Give him his
But,
credit.
yeah, it was crazy, man. I was on life support. Well, not life
Jeez.
support. I
Really?
was pretty much dead at one point. They had to do the shocking stuff on me and stuff.
Okay, the
Wow.
defibs or.
Yeah.
So
Cardiac arrest.
Talk about
that's crazy.
how somebody what you did to
Yeah.
get somebody's attention.
Because I heard this, and this was very smart. Because the other guy like left, right? Who was with you?
Yeah, well, he had gotten shot, so he was in shock, and like
Yeah.
they were like still shoot. Like while I was like still stopped, like we hit like the side, we hit the curb,
Yeah.
and like there was a little wall. We hit that, and they were still shooting at us, but they were missing all those shots. So my buddy just took off running because he didn't want to be in the car getting shot at,
Yeah.
Yep.
just sitting there. So he took off running, or whatever he did. I'm not sure. He ran, and then so I was stuck in the car. My door, it was just all bad luck that day. So my door would not open, and then he had left. He dropped his phone in there. So I had to crawl out the passenger side and stuff like that. And so I knew I was hit, so I knew don't use too much energy. You can start
Right.
bleeding
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
So I was actually being really smart at the time. And then I grabbed my phone. I grabbed his phone on the way out. And I laid down. He was on the phone with somebody. I'm like, yo, help me. Like, we're right here. Like, help us out. Call the police or something. Because I had blood on my hands. So, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was trying to, like, move the screen. I didn't know
Yeah.
the password or nothing, you know. And, like, the emergency call thing, I couldn't get to it. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
Okay.
So I was laying on the ground with his phone. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be bad. And then a car drove by, and I threw the phone at it.
Oh, my
Boom.
God.
And I ended up hitting it. It was crazy.
Damn.
Had pretty good aim. But I hit it. That car pulled over. They called the police. And then they were there pretty fast, like in less than 5 minutes, less than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It seemed like pretty fast. But and then the fucked up part, man, when they took me to the hospital, they couldn't get the doors open. I'm like, oh, man, this can't be good. Like, they're like panicking. They're like pushing it. And somebody in the inside had to come get it open and stuff like that. And then the police were being kind of dicks while I was in there before surgery.
Yeah.
They're like, the doctor's like, you only got like 30% chance of living after this. Like, you hit pretty good, like right here,
Yeah.
like middle of your side. And then the cops were just like, man, they're like, tell us who did it and why they did it, why they get you. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, why are you questioning me right now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm laying here shot with a 30% chance of living. I'm like, can I just call my mom real quick? And then they're like, no, not into you. I'm like, no, like, what the fuck? Okay, but then I saw this one girl, like, it was a girl cop, and she looked kind of sad and stuff. And then the other guys ended up walking off, and she stayed. And she's like, I'm like, can I use your phone? I know you're nice. And then she's like, yeah. And so I ended up calling my mom, but it turns out that she had already knew.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So she left everything, was already, like, speeding on the way to me.
Damn.
And then I ended up calling one of my girlfriends because that's the only number I knew by heart. And then I ended up telling her, like, what to tell everybody, like, how I felt before I went into surgery.
Yeah, tell them
There
I
was
got
this pretty-
shot 50
yeah.
times. Don't tell them 3.
I'm like, yeah, just tell my parents, like, love them, all that good stuff. But there was this pretty hot girl that was in the doctor's. I thought I was out of there, so I was like, man, if I make it through, I told her, if I make it through this, we got to see each other. I promise you.
You're losing all your blood, but you got enough going to.
Nah, she was hot, man, but I was like, man, right now, like, this is how we got to meet, like, dang.
Yeah.
And, like, she looked pretty young, though, like, my age type thing, maybe a little bit older, obviously, but, man, she looked good, so I was like, hey, if I make it out of this, I wasn't, shy or nothing because I'm thinking I'm about to die,
You know, you
I'm
miss all the shots you don't take.
I'm like, so if I never seen her again, though, I'll probably have to take a trip to that hospital and say, yo, who was working this night right here?
Remember me?
I made it. She probably thought I wasn't.
Been like, I only had a 30% chance to live, but I got 69% chance.
But yeah, I'm like, man, but like it was scary. Like once they put that mask on, you knew you were gonna go out.
Yeah.
And like, cause they put the little whatever they make you fall asleep.
Yep.
And so I took it off real quick before they made me fall asleep. I'm like, you gonna try your best, cause you guys better try your best, man. And then like just went to sleep and just thinking like, dang, maybe I'm gonna wake up, maybe I'm not.
That is true. Yeah, because you're aware.
You know that there's 30%. I know before I'm going to bed that there's gonna be a 30%. I only have a 30% chance.
That's it, man. There's so much to take in.
Yeah, a lot. You just gotta accept it at that point. There's no point of like panicking and stuff like that. You can't help it no more.
Because with the doctors, like, that is true. What if they're like they're tired of shit that day?
Yeah, like it's just another guy. I'm like, man, just try, bro. Yeah. Like he didn't. Look, I saw the guy, and he was just like fixing his stuff, like going through the motions. I'm like, nah, you can't be just going through the motions. You gotta do something extra.
It's like a regular job, but it's not a regular job. You know what I mean? It's like
they got to take their feelings out of that because like they'll start even messing up doing their stuff. So they look very like. Just like shut off, Stonewall.
Because they really got to care, because they got to care about the job, right? Like, their job is to keep you alive.
Yeah.
But if it's like someone like
hospitals,
they got to try their best.
No, when you're in the ER, that's your job.
Yeah,
right?
they call us.
Yeah.
They got this guy like at least 3 surgeons on standby at all times. Mm-hmm. So like they call the guy, he speeds up to the hospital. He comes in regular clothes. And then just puts on a sheet over him and gets to work. But he didn't look like he cared enough, so I had to make sure.
That's kind of badass. No, it's so. There's so much. I have so much questions. Like one of the things I want to ask is,
do you know like what hit or anything over the 3 bullets?
I lost one of my kidneys.
Oh, jeez.
I lost a spleen. And then the other ones went straight through my legs. Straight through one of my leg.
Damn.
And then I got one in my arm.
So was it like full metal jacket then?
Yeah.
Because I think if it was the hollow points, probably would have killed you.
No one's gonna hit you if you get.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. A 40 though. I know it was a 40.
Because if it's full metal, then they'll go through his like leg and shit. But if it's like hollow points, they'll
they'll eat up.
You gotta be like demented to use a hollow point on another person. Yeah. That's fucked
But it's
up.
kind of crazy that I always wondered this because hollow points. Can you really? I don't know if you could shoot those through cars because like once
I
it
don't
hits,
think so. It impacts and then
that makes sense. But the shrapnel maybe can get you, but I guess it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
Bro, there's just fuck my bad. but there's just like. There's so much to take in because you took the bullets and did you feel them? Like, could you feel them?
It was like numb, like when you get like a Charlie horse.
Yeah,
it was like more like I know I'm hit. Like it doesn't hurt. It's not like in the movies when you see them like start burning up. It probably does happen to some people, but it didn't happen to me. It was just like dang, I'm numb. I'm numb here. I know I'm here. And then I lay down and I see my arm is like all the meat's on it.
Oh shit!
And then I had ate like that day.
Blood that out just in case.
I had ate some bad burrito. And it had hot Cheetos in it and stuff.
Oh, that thing? Fuck, nah. I've always wanted to try it, but it's
don't
just,
do it, man.
I don't know. It
Bad
sounds
luck.
nasty. It's bad luck. Fuck.
Yeah, it was all downhill from there.
No, but the worst part is once after that day. I ended up throwing up like. I'm like looking at my arm. I'm like, that looks sick, and I'm throwing up.
You didn't throw up in your bullet hole, did you?
Nah, man. Right in between, like right here, this little gap.
Did time feel like it was going like so slow, or did it feel like it was like I gotta hurry up? At the moment,
I'm like I gotta stay composed mostly. Like time felt normal. Like I'm like geez, but I started thinking to myself like, dang, like 19 is the age that I'm out of here. Like I was not,
that's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, so like I'm like I laid there and I said 19, man, that's crazy. But like I started like chuckling, like damn, this like I would never thought this was the way. But that guy ended up turning himself in and said he didn't even know
what
it was
the
us.
hell?
So, yeah. So he's in jail. doing
Oh, he turned
That's
himself
crazy.
in.
yeah, that's like
hey.
same day almost.
That's mad. That's mad respect.
That's some conscience right
No,
there,
no,
dude. Like,
because the thing about like, I'm not like you know, I grew up with people who fucking have shot people up there in jail and shit. But nowadays, I see like just kids shooting people up,
Yeah.
and they don't have like, you know, they'll shoot just for like the clout, right?
yeah, shoot up a school and whatnot.
Yeah. Obviously, now that's like that person must have been kind of like an OG. Turned himself in. He knew he fucked up.
He was actually our age.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But no, like, did you have a moment like where you like, I don't know, was it just normal or was it something like supernatural? Like you're like, oh, like I know I'm gonna be okay. Cause
Oh,
like-
like if you saw your soul leaving
I didn't.
your body
I
or something
didn't.
like that.
I didn't
Nah.
think like once it all hit me. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think my time is now. You know.
Yeah.
Like. I wasn't as scared as I should have been. Like I was like
Yeah.
maybe I have like you know.
yeah,
I felt lucky that day, but unlucky at the same time. But like, I felt like I was gonna make it through. But the crazy part is when I woke up from surgery, I had a tube in my mouth, and so my eyes were like super swollen, and yeah, so my eyes were super swollen. So I couldn't see, and I couldn't talk, but I didn't know there was a tube in my mouth at the time. So I'm thinking I'm like on life support, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh man, and I'm trying to talk. I'm like, don't unplug me, you know, like I'm good. So I'm waking up and I'm hearing everybody, but I can't, and I'm moving my arm and stuff. So like, they're like, oh, he's up, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they know I'm awake. So they, but I'm thinking like, fuck, like why can't I see, you know? And then like they finally take the tube. It felt like it came from all
Yeah.
the way down here.
Yeah.
Like, they took it out, and then slowly, like my eyes started opening up. They started swelling up. They stopped swelling up. And I see just like my family there and stuff like that.
that must have been a crazy
Yeah, they did a
experience.
lot of crazy shit to me though, man. Put pills up my butt all the time.
God, damn.
Tubes up my dick and stuff
Hey,
like that.
whatever it takes.
catheter,
Oh,
catheter.
yeah, you gotta, because you gotta get the urine out
I'm
and
like,
shit.
man, just let it be.
Like every hole that was available, they put something in it.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah. And you paid for all that shit too.
Damn.
Nah, it was taken care of, but
That's insane.
Yeah.
Were you like in a coma for a while?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that was a
For a
coma.
while.
I was what?
Bad rest
Yeah, that,
Oh.
but never like
in a coma,
like
right?
I'm just laying there like beep beep beep. beep.
Yeah.
You're a lot tougher than me because I'm like, if that were to happen to me, I wouldn't be able to drive at night.
Yeah, I still got like PTSD a little bit.
Yeah.
But not like super bad, just because I know like the odds of that happening again, like someone not meaning to do it to me. And I don't got too much problems. I mean, you know, I don't got too
Yeah,
many problems.
because I grew up in the hood and shit, but I was always scared that there's like somebody who like didn't know the rules and wanted to try some shit.
Yeah.
And just like I'll just be walking and they're just like, you know, just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
So I'm
nah.
always like, oh, make sure I'm behind the tree. Like,
I feel like that's very. I don't know. Like, there is some dumb people, but like a lot of people in the streets, like they won't do
Yeah,
stuff.
they,
They're innocent,
they
innocent
know
people.
they know the respect
yeah,
kind of
like,
thing. and
usually it's
they know
pretty
the rules.
cool. Like, but it was always like one of my fears. Just because I'd come back from like school and there'd be like Channel 6 News and shit pulled up and they'd be like, did you see this like shooting? I'm like, no, I didn't. That
Yeah.
sounds fucking terrifying.
Yep, a lot of that happening around our elementary school.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that usually happens by the white folks out there.
So now, do you live your life differently? Do you think?
Well, he started wearing a mask
I do,
now,
actually.
so
But I'm just like differently, as in like I know to be more grateful for like stuff,
Yeah.
not to like
yeah,
be like why be upset like right now like about something that you can't control.
Yeah.
When in a split second you could die, you know, like
Yeah,
or
no.
something can happen and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I learned just like to take it in like as a good thing, you know, like
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
yeah, no, for sure. Being grateful is very, very important.
Yeah. So that's what I've learned from it.
It's
That's it.
insane. Well,
Crazy.
no, we're glad you're okay. I don't know. This guy over here, Christian, tells us that they called him when you're in the hospital, and he just okay.
Oh yeah, man. He bought me some sandals, man. He came in clutch.
Okay.
Appreciation, man. You remember that?
Nah, I was about you sandals, and like when you got home, you said you wanted cereals.
Oh yeah, man. Clutch,
Damn.
clutch.
That's
It was
crazy.
tough afterwards, though. It hurt more after than the fact that when it happened, man. Super.
Yeah.
Super
So,
bad.
do you have to do like rehab and stuff then? Because I mean, you said
in the
you got shot in
hospital.
the-
I was in the hospital for a week and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like it was just like soreness, like you learn like
Yeah.
taking steps and stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah, I didn't have to like remember how to walk, but like
Right.
it just.
Because I know you said you got shot in the leg and the arm, so I mean, like,
Oh no,
did
it was just like
it like graze
didn't
it?
hit no bones and stuff like
Okay.
that. So it was just like kind of like just hurting yourself at home, like getting
Yeah. Honestly,
you'll be good. Just patch it up.
like, even though it's very unlucky, you also
Yeah.
got very lucky because it
Yeah.
didn't hit like your spine or anything.
No, it didn't hit anything, but I
mean, it
got
got
hit
his
right
kidney,
in the
Yeah,
middle.
it
kidney
was-
and spleen.
I think
Broke
it
one of my
kidney and
ribs.
spleen,
But yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need two kidneys.
Yeah.
Did those heal up? Or
What?
Did
Kinda
they have to
extra.
take them out?
Oh yeah, those are taken out.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, because they're probably bleeding out and
Weren't
shit.
you walking around with like a bag too?
Oh yeah. So the muscles in there, like or whatever it is, they like get irritated and stuff. Like how you get to swell, like those used to swell up,
Sure.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And like you ever had like pop them and like fluid comes out of them and
Oh,
stuff
like
like
a
that,
blister.
like a blister
Yeah.
type of
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
kind of. But it was getting irritated, so there was like a lot of liquids filling up the empty space that was in me,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
So they had to put like a little tube in me, and I was walking around with a little bag for like a month or so.
That has to stink.
Yeah, but I couldn't walk at the time anyway. Like I could, so I was just at home playing Fortnite, and Fortnite was just getting hot.
Wow,
So I was just like had it made at the time. I had a couch set up.
That's fairly recent then.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Like 2-3 years almost.
Damn.
Yeah, 2.5.
I remember when Fortnite was announced.
Yeah, man.
We should have brought you in today with the fucking
Bulletproof vest.
Yeah, bulletproof vest. Just to flex.
That's funny, but man, I ended up being real good at Fortnite, man.
Damn.
That'd be a crazy ass story. You win a tournament and like tell the whole story.
I lived through this. This ain't nothing.
This is why I'm good at Fortnite.
Yeah.
He's got the hands-on experience.
I couldn't build a wall though.
Hackers.
I wish
threw a
I could
phone.
build.
No, bro, that so many things had to go right though, you know? The
Yeah.
right bullet didn't hit you like anywhere crazier. The dude turns around after you hit his car, he threw the phone correctly. You know, you
A
got
lot
the-
of things had to go right, and a lot of things had to go wrong that same day too.
that's crazy. It's like your luckiest and unluckiest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's so crazy.
Cool. No, but yeah. I mean, some more stories we've heard, you met a lot of famous people too. And I
Oh,
mean,
man,
you've
so-
lived out in Florida for a while, right?
Yeah, man. I was trying to get away from the QC, so ended up finding a job selling like security devices and stuff like that. One of my buddies took me out of Florida.
Nice.
Ended up going Logan Paul against Mayweather fight,
Oh, shit.
and then
Nice.
snuck all the way down to the bottom, all front row. I was there with Anuela
Anuela.
Gunna, fucking Matt Barnes,
Oh, that's
fucking
cool.
everybody. A lot of famous people were there. Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia.
YK.
Yeah, YK Osiris, Ari, the Migos.
Really?
Hey, so I
Why?
didn't
You got-
know
you gonna bring
when they
up
come
YK
out singing
Osiris?
when they came out singing those songs, they were not really singing them.
I know. Yeah, no. They just have that music blasting.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
like,
just
wait,
what's up?
I could hear everybody right here. Like, why can't I hear you? You're like literally right here. And, you just,
Yeah.
and it sounds super loud. I'm
No,
like,
who
nah,
came out
that's
with them?
not-
Was it NLE or?
No, the Migos came out by themselves.
Because I thought somebody walked out with them.
Moneybag Yo was there too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was it, the top selling artist or something?
Not yet,
Album.
Not at the time.
but yeah, album. It streamed, I think.
So you got to meet him, you'd be like dab it up.
Oh
with
no,
him,
yeah, I was
kick
dapping
it.
up with like YK Osiris. I'm like, yo, what's up? I didn't get to like sit down.
She just
talk
made
to
some
him and
bullshit.
stuff.
Hey, up and coming.
Yeah, nah, man. They must have thought I was doing something right if I was all the way in front of them, because I was literally in front of them, and they're like right behind me. And I'm like,
Damn.
yo, what up, YK? Like, he's like, what's up, man? No.
Yeah, just looking at you like,
He must have thought I was cool,
Yeah.
Don't even really know me.
Nah, that's dope, dude. I wish I would have met Anuel. That'd be cool.
Adrian Broner, met him. I seen him twice the night before the fight in Miami at a club. He was out there shooting dice and stuff like that, and that's one of my favorite things to do. So I was out there in the mix and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then
oh, she dies with him.
saying what's yeah. So he's friends. I don't know if you guys know those people that do those three card monte things or
Oh, those,
whatever.
yeah, the fucking
Yeah,
shit.
they scammers
Oh,
basically.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So he's best friends with them. So he tries to get people like, yo, I guess they're right, man. Come check this out. And then they
Yeah.
split profit. But I already had one of my friends had already lost $9,000 before doing that stuff in LA. So we knew better, but we were watching people lose, and it was pretty funny. And then the next day, I ended up seeing him at the fight again.
Nice.
Try to get us again, but he didn't remember that.
Yeah. I don't know. What part of Florida were you guys in then?
I was in Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was living out there, and then it was just like a 3-hour drive to Miami. So when we went to go do that, but I was living by Clearwater Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, my uncle lives over there. Clearwater.
Yeah, Clearwater. It's pretty cool. Freaking where Rod Wave is from, I was in his hood actually knocking door to door selling security. And some people hate him down there, not even lying. I'm like, you guys like Rod Wave out here? He's like, I don't know, man. He used to mess up because he used to do a lot of home invasions and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of
security.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, see, so that's very popular out here, man. So giving out free doorbell cameras. But you do gotta buy the security system. That's what I was out there doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
That's my Florida story.
That's dope though. Dope. Young still. Done a lot already.
Yeah.
Did you go to strip clubs over there?
Oh,
Dude,
a lot of the clubs, like, there's regular clubs, but they just have, like, stripper poles everywhere. So it's like a club strip.
Yeah.
It's just, like, not all the way a strip club because they're not, like, all
Full
just dancing up
stuff,
there.
Yeah.
Like, they're stripping, but they're just walking around, you know, and, like, there's dance floors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Every time I try to, like, visit some new place, like a new city or whatever, I always try to go to the strip club just to see how it is.
What I'm recommending to a lot of people is going to Ybor City.
Ybor City?
Yeah, Ybor City in Tampa.
Huh.
6-story club out there.
Damn.
Every floor is a
Different kind of genre music. Yeah, so like some
the
reggaeton
top
or
level
some.
is like outside vibe. It's all Jamaican music. You see them getting down to Jamaican music. The one floor under that, the floor under that is all Mexican music, like Latino music and stuff like that. And then the floor under that is all rap music, like stripper poles in there and stuff like that. And it's cool because, like, they got see-through floors so you can see what's going on.
That's kind of
That's crazy.
So you can look
That's
up and, like, she's not wearing underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no. Oh,
It's
man,
crazy.
that guy's not wearing underwear either.
He's about to go listen to some fucking Jamaican shit right
You
now.
guys got to go check that out, man. That's worth it.
That's crazy. Ski Mask Crew.
Worth the vacation.
Close to
On
Florida.
location. There you go.
It's a business expense.
Man.
Dang. But yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff out there.
That's dope.
Almost died out there another time.
Oh, my God. That's just follows you.
I don't know if you guys know, like, the platoons that have the slides and stuff like that. You're not really supposed to take those out on the ocean. Like, it's just, like, they have, like, 2 tubes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, the
yeah.
back has a slide, and then there's an upstairs level. Like, you go up there, and you could jump off, do flips and stuff like that.
Has your family back there.
Yeah. No. It's just, like, a regular boat, but it has the 2 tubes, and then, like, it has a regular motor. But it's not built to go through, like, the waves and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we drove it all the way to St. Pete. Like, from one side, like we crossed the bay.
The
We
ones
crossed
for
the
like
bay.
shallow waters, for
it's
like swamps.
Yeah, kind of. It's hard to explain. But either way, this boat was not supposed to be going through the
Ocean
waves
and
and stuff
stuff,
like
yeah.
that. The way there was cool. You know, we stopped in the middle, started going off the slides and stuff like that, jumping off, doing flips, and then get back on the boat. And then we go through St. Pete. We stop at this little pier. We end up eating and stuff like that. On the way back, the boat in the middle of the ocean, the boat starts going in the water, right?
Capsizing.
Oh man, like we're fucking up. So we all start running towards the back. We end up calling the Coast Guard and stuff like that.
Damn.
They can't find us. So we ended up making it. Like there was at one point where all the water came in. Just started going in the boat. I'm like, it's over out here. So we started running back to it. Like, we just had to even it out and keep evening it out. But, man, it was crazy. One of the craziest things.
How'd you make it to land?
It just kept going. Like, we just kept going. Like, it would stop sometimes. And then we just fucking keep going, you know?
Full blast.
Because if we stay steady, like, it'll start just like, you know? Losing this momentum, start going down. But yeah, that was another.
That'd be fucking crazy. That'd be the worst one.
Yeah, that would be a bad way to live through getting shot. They eaten by sharks.
It's like a life metaphor, man. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what should we go to with this?
Shit, I don't even know, dude. It's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Oh, you must really
You guys-
good shot.
you guys
said
stole-
about the cow thing.
Kyle Rittenhouse. The
Kyle
decision
Rittenhouse.
verdict.
Called that last week.
All right, go ahead, Diego.
Called it.
The verdict
Right now.
is he was cleared of all 5 charges that was in.
Yeah.
He was proved not guilty and all.
So, yeah, he's not guilty, which they did follow the Constitution as it should be. I still don't like. I don't know much about it, so I don't know about the federal gun charges. I still
Yeah,
think,
I don't know
How
anything
was it
about it.
federal?
or I don't know, whatever the fuck
It
it
was all in
is.
the state.
No, but I'm saying like crossing state lines with guns. I still don't know how that.
That never happened. I was like reading
Oh
up
yeah,
more
I
about
heard
this.
that actually didn't happen, right?
It did not happen.
Yeah.
He had the gun was always in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It was his
Birthday.
his sister's boyfriend that bought him the gun.
Ah.
He was holding it for him until he turned 18. So he never crossed state lines with the gun, even though that's not illegal in itself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Like I said, I still don't like. I do like that they followed the Constitution because that's why we have it.
Sure.
But I don't like the whole way it played out. Like I still don't think he should have been there. I don't think people would have got killed.
I don't
at least
think he
not by
should have
him.
lied about being a paramedic.
He lied
Yeah.
about that? See, I don't know anything
See,
about the story. Like, I
know.
don't pay
He was
attention to
trying
news
to
at
do
all.
CPR and shit like that. I know that.
he
that's
was doing CPR to people and giving like bandages and all that.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but-
like
I don't know if he ever said he was an EMT or paramedic.
No, but I'm saying he was out there playing paramedic and stuff like that for
Yeah.
people,
Bro.
and then ended up shooting them. So
Yeah, see,
kind of
yeah.
went against his purpose.
and-
He's policeman and paramedic.
there's a really weird video though at the end where he gets acquitted of everything, right?
Or he was breaking down and crying or something?
No,
or-
where the judge is like they're like smiling and laughing at him.
Oh,
the judge in
yeah.
his
In the
defense.
bar.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Do you want me to play the song for you?" Autumn Leaves. I don't even know what the fuck that song is. Probably a song that no bitch dances to. I'm telling you that right now. and he's like, "Yeah, play the song, please." And they're like having like a joyful moment. I'm like, no. To me, that makes it seem like the judge's opinion was skewed. Even though I think
That's what you guys said last time. You guys said he was,
You've been out in jail.
Even though it was a judge, there was still like 12 jurors
No,
that
I know,
made
no,
him
no.
non-guilty.
I understand, but if the judge has power, that might make you feel some type of way, right? That you should agree. But I still think they followed the Constitution as it should be followed, and the verdict was correct. I just don't agree with what he did. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I can still have my opinion. And, I don't agree with what he did. I think it sets a bad precedent on what should happen.
Right. Presidents.
No, okay. Bro, come on. I'm emotional right now. No. It's just it's sloppy. Like, why go do that? Why make it? Because here's the thing. If you, like I said last time, if you're American, blah, 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 all this stuff, you know that these businesses have insurance companies, right?
Sure.
And they're going to take care of the damages.
And some.
Yeah, and some, right?
Yep.
Don't go out there and try to, say your dick's bigger because you have a gun. That's why he went out there. If he didn't have a gun,
That's
he wouldn't.
not what
No,
it is at
no.
all.
If he didn't have a gun, he would not have been out there.
At all.
I guarantee you, if he didn't
Probably.
have a gun, he would not have been out there.
Probably.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Do you guys feel like he would have got charged with murder if he was black?
I don't know. I would think so because that's just how history has shown
Yeah.
skin color makes a difference.
Yeah.
But
So what do you guys think though? Like, what do you think, Diego?
Well, there was, at the same time, there was another trial that happened the same thing. Some guy was doing self-defense and he was not guilty too.
where was it at?
Where at?
It was in Wisconsin. I would need to look it up, but it was the same thing. But he was black, and it just didn't get national attention like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Was it like an obvious thing? Like he was just like some guy tried to kill him and then he just killed
No,
him back?
Yeah, well,
Because the whole situation was that he came from a different state, even though he's from that state too.
Yeah.
But
he-
this other case that you're talking about, I don't know. It could be like it was in my
I feel like
property
if a
kind
black
of
guy
thing.
went to like one of those
It wasn't like in a
KKK
public.
meeting things, rally
my
things,
No,
and
that-
then try to help. And then he was out there playing paramedic, and then some white guys try to come attack him, whatever, and he just opens fire, and the black guy starts shooting
no,
all the
wouldn't it
white
be
guys.
two black guys trying to attack him though?
Exactly. So I'm saying if the roles were reversed, like two white guys try to attack the white guy. I mean, yeah, the black guy.
Two black guys
Two
trying to
white
attack
guys
a
trying
black
to
Two
attack
guy.
black guys
guy.
attacking the black guy.
No,
Yeah.
the white guy killed two white guys. He killed black guys.
Huh?
The white guy killed
Yeah,
two
that's what I'm saying.
white
So
guys.
if he killed, I'm saying roles reversed.
Sure.
There's a black guy out there trying to help the white guys, and the white guys try to kill him. he ends up shooting them or tries to do something
But
to him. He ends up shooting them, right?
No, but he's just saying. He's just
Kyle
saying no.
Rittenhouse killed 2 white guys.
No, I know.
Oh, he killed 2 white guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying at a KK
No.
meeting, all right? So
No, but he's saying
This
no,
is
but
just
if
a
you wanna do
hypothetical
exact-
scenario. that doesn't even
If he doesn't want to do the
like-
exact
No,
opposite,
the whole
whatever.
point. It doesn't have to be the exact opposite. The whole point is that just switching just the person,
switching roles.
just
yeah.
switching the person
Black.
in general.
No,
That changes everything.
How? Why?
Here's our
If it's a
argument.
black guy shooting a
This is
white
the
guy?
argument.
Yeah.
This is the argument. The reason there are riots is because for the Black Lives Matter movement, because a cop shot another black man. So it's behind the BLM movement. That riot was apparently. The KKK was behind the white movement. Is what he's trying to say.
Exactly.
But the black
Okay.
guy would have to shoot 2 black guys.
It's not about who he killed. It's about
Yeah,
the purpose of rioting.
The purpose of writing is for like Black Lives Matter, right? So they're out there.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm saying a KKK member, whatever, like you know.
And this was January
Shit.
6th.
What is?
No, shit.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's-
The Ashley Babbitt got killed in the...
yeah. Yeah, but, that's
I
my
just feel like it would have
yeah.
been different if it was
yeah,
a black
I
guy.
would have 100% sure.
No,
I'm
dude,
pretty
my,
sure.
my whole thing is like he doesn't have that gun. He's not going out there. Like
Well, no shit.
that's what I'm saying. But so, but also the whole thing isn't he like underage to have a gun though?
Not in
He was at the
Wisconsin.
time.
Yeah,
He
so,
said the guns were his.
yeah,
Not in
okay.
Wisconsin.
But still,
You-
is it-
in
should-
Wisconsin, you have just to be like 16 and older to own a rifle.
But they weren't his, were they? You said they
Not
gave-
really.
Well,
He
it
was
was
just
gonna be
given a
a
gun.
gift.
But shouldn't that be like a crime in itself?
Like, did he have a Floyd?
That is-
Shit, I don't know.
I don't think you can have one
Also,
yet.
there's like a... You could make an argument with that, but...
Yeah, but like I said, it's done. It is what it is. I think it's kind of cool that nothing too bad happened afterwards. Like there wasn't.
Riots and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool. But like I said, man, we gotta start teaching decision making skills. That was a terrible decision he made. You shouldn't go out there with a gun, expecting that to be peaceful for some reason. If I see a gun, I don't think anything's peaceful about it. You know what I mean? I don't think if you have a gun, I don't think you're here to help me.
Oh, there's one gun called the Peacemaker.
Yeah, and what is that? And it's ironic.
It's for the peace.
You know what I mean? So people try to pretend they're hiding behind patriotism and hiding behind the Second Amendment, when oftentimes they have hidden agendas. I don't know. I do know that Kyle Rittenhouse. I saw the trial. I listened to it. He actually speaks very well and he seems very smart. He gets no pussy.
Well, there you go. Badgering the kid again.
Bro, he's not a kid. He's a murderer. Get
He's
it right.
16.
He's not a murderer.
He was
Those
actually
charges were
7
dropped.
We actually messed that up last week. He was actually 17 at the time. Right now he's 18.
Oh.
And he looks like Mr. Meaty.
I don't know who
Is
that
that-
is.
It does kind of look like him.
I don't
I'm
know.
glad we can agree on some point.
It's going to be blocked out by that screen there,
Yeah, I get
but
you.
still.
Solidarity. Nah, but like I said, I don't want to ever see something like this in the news, white, black, whatever it is. I don't want people killing each other. That's not what this is about. You know?
Sure.
It's about getting that bag.
I
Getting them
guess.
cheeks.
You know, something I want to talk about, like kind of like the COVID related, really. In soccer, Bayern Munich, if you're unvaccinated and then you have to quarantine, they're not going to be paying your wages. Some of the soccer players, that aren't vaccinated are actually pissed about that, just because they're like, it's not my fault. I don't want to take the vaccine. I should still be paid and everything when it's like a choice. Like,
Exactly.
do you guys think that's?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know. How do you
messed
guys
up
feel
for
about
sure.
that?
I see it 2 ways.
Okay,
No. they should have a choice.
a choice
I don't-
to take the vaccine or
Or
not?
to not take it. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Their decision. However, I don't know how the contract is laid out, but you are now that person, right? That team's investment.
Sure.
And so if you all get sick because one person didn't want to take it, then now, you're costing them money, right? Because, they got stuff to pay. They pay for attendance, jersey sales, promotions, all that stuff.
Pay for it.
However, you don't have to get it. They should have the right to maybe not fire you, but say, hey, you're not going to play with us for this amount of time until it's over or until you get it. Because if you fire them, now that's discriminatory, right? You can't fire them based on their beliefs of not wanting to take the vaccine, but they don't have to pay or play you, right? Because you are their investment. And like I said, I think you should have a choice. I personally got it myself because even though it is gets me kind of paranoid, did my research, I see what it could lead up to. there's something specifically that I would want to happen with it. We'll see if that research continues to go in the right direction.
Okay.
But no, it is for sure a choice. Like, no one should have to be forced for it.
Yeah.
I would like if you were to get vaccinated, but then again, make people make up their own mind. You know,
I don't know. It's just if you're vaccinated and you get, quarantined, you're still going to get paid. It's just whether or not
okay.
is the whole
Okay.
point. And they feel like it's like, discrimination, which I don't feel it's like that.
No.
It is a choice.
Yeah, they're not kicking you off.
Like they're contemplating, wanting to sue their own team,
Yeah, 'cause
which
then-
is like that's going to cost you
Yeah.
way more than you could just go get a shot. And that's
Because
it.
the owner has a choice then, and
Yeah,
the choice
man, I
is.
wouldn't want to take that shot though, man. Like they're still doing researches on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it just got passed over the weekend
Yeah.
for
Okay.
all of them.
Because
Yeah, I
then
heard it was like they want to wait 50 years to unveil all the facts or whatever.
I don't know about that.
Weird stuff.
No. So mRNA, right? I've done a lot of research on it. I'll just get to the point. My sister has this genetic eye condition, which is causing her to go blind.
Sure.
I've already knew research about mRNA prior because that's the way they have to do it to get into the cell. The one thing I don't like about mRNA is it can pass through other barriers of your body, unlike normal vaccines. So it can pass through like your kidneys, it can pass through your blood-brain barrier. How effective it is once it passes, and what happens to it is the scary part. From the research I've saw, is it pretty much denatures and just goes away for most people. Those other ones, I do not know what happens. And when something denatures, for example, these are proteins, and when they're in high heat, so your body temperature, you know how like your protein is like your DNA, like it's like
Yeah. Helix.
a double helix.
Yeah.
When it denatures, it pretty much stretches out and might become something else. For example, this is not denaturing. This is just a chemical reaction. Back in the day, they were giving out diet sodas to people at war in Vietnam.
Sure.
They had it at a high heat. The what's the old diet? What was it called? Aspartame.
Yeah.
Would denature, and they all fucking got sick because the chemical changed. Right now, the only thing that we don't know is how the mRNA vaccine switches. From what I saw, it does nothing. I don't think there's anything to worry about. But, the track record with vaccines and minorities especially hasn't been the prettiest. But I'm not a fucking scientist.
Yeah.
So,
They've had
Especially,
whatever.
especially
Tuskegee.
with
Tuskegee,
the
yeah.
syphilis and all that.
Yeah, the Tuskegee
That was
experiment.
fucked up.
So, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
And it was weird, especially when they started rolling them out, and we're like, we're going to give these to all the minority communities first. And you're like, hold up.
Yeah, that was kind of funny though. There's like, we're gonna give it to minorities first. Like, wait a minute.
It's like, who don't want that shit first?
No, but I guess I was going to ask with that, like Irving, Kyrie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's still not vaccinated,
No.
right? And isn't he like suspended too, or
No, he
technically,
just- well, because that's where he lives.
is he getting fined for all that
He's in
stuff,
New
or
York.
what?
He's
No.
not getting fined.
They want to find him though.
Do
Okay,
they?
because that's what I was hearing and
They're
stuff.
so paying.
That's a crazy
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, are they? They should take away his game checks. He has plenty of money. He'll never need money again in his life.
He's got shoes, right?
Yeah, then they could trade him. Here's the bullshit, though. He can't play in New York or Brooklyn, right? New Jersey, whatever the fuck it is. But other people who aren't vaccinated can go there and play,
Oh really?
which is weird. I think they had to make an example of someone, and the example was Kyrie Irving. The NBA has a ridiculous vaccination rate of like 96% vaccinated. So there's more people than just Kyrie who aren't vaccinated. He's just the one who
biggest star, right?
yeah, and he made the biggest fuss about it, right? He could have just took it to the chin and been like, "No, I don't want to get vaccinated. That's it." The thing about Kyrie
Or
is,
he could have just lied like Aaron Rodgers.
He didn't not. So I mean, that's a little bit different. Like Rogers said, he was treated for it. He never
Like
said he got the
Eltran.
vaccine.
Yeah.
He was
So-
doing some
yeah, so-
alternative medicine.
so Rogers, they asked him if he's vaccinated, and he says, "I'm immunized."
Yeah.
Which is, it's hilarious.
He just lied.
But it's one of my favorite terms: plausible deniability.
Yeah.
He truth lied.
Yeah.
But like I was listening to the Bomani Jones podcast, and they're talking about how you can't answer a question with an affirmative by saying
Right.
like, "Yeah, I'm immunized," because that makes it seem like, "Yeah, I'm vaccinated." But no, there's so much to do, man. This is gonna be. there hasn't been any like crazy Supreme Court cases about this yet,
Yeah.
but I can
The-
see.
the players not being able to play, or
There hasn't been any like in the Supreme Court, not yet.
No, even with like regular work, because I mean that's the
Yeah.
thing that's popped up with
Yeah.
my work, and I'm sure in the around business is like, are we going to require the vaccination? And they
Yeah.
have the right, like HR says,
isn't there like a thing coming up where December 4th, like they can't talk about the vaccine or whatever?
I don't know.
That should be smart, but no, it's gonna open up a lot. It's gonna open up Pandora's box on like what you can and can't do
Right.
with vaccines, because the last thing you want is tons of vaccines to be created, and people have to get forced to get them. Like, now make people make their own decisions. But the pandemic isn't gonna go away anytime soon. Look at the last ones we've had, right? They take a while.
I don't know.
The crazy part about now we are the most clean per se, right? Running water, soap, accessible, right? Masks, hand sanitizers, cleaning products. But we also have the largest population we ever had, and we move at a fucking crazy rate.
Yeah.
People bounce all over the world so fast. Of course, it's going to spike super quick, even though we are more advanced, because we're just so many of us, and we go everywhere,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see how everything, I guess, turns out.
So hope for the best, pray for the worst.
Right.
What?
So
As a reversed.
No,
get
pray
an
for the worst,
underground,
man.
get an underground shelter.
Pray for the best, hope for the worst. No, that's not the
I remember I only got the vaccine because Lollapalooza required it.
Yeah, you gotta
And I took the one dose one.
That was a bad
I remember-
reason to get that.
I remember seeing that one girl that took the one dose one, the Johnson and Johnson, and how apparently she got like cerebral palsy. So I'm like, damn, I might get this shit. But then I never got it, so I don't know what happened with her.
And now you can't get the vid. Now you watch the vid.
I mean, I'm vaccinated.
This podcast is not going to go anywhere. We talk about shooting. We talk about fucking vaccine. Talk about Kyle Rent, bro. This is going to get shadow banned immediately.
Yeah.
You might as well talk about Pizzagate. Go ahead.
Shadow
What?
bands. Well, you see, it's crazy how they could just deplatform people like that.
We don't have a platform yet.
No, but Alex Jones,
That dude.
My God. I don't know.
like, he did have a presence on Twitter, YouTube,
Yeah.
and like Instagram, but they just say like, "Nah, we're not gonna have you on our platforms."
Nah.
Yeah.
But
It's
do
up
you
to
guys
the
have-
company.
do
I
you have
mean,
any,
they
like,
can do whatever they want.
yeah, true. You guys have any nice words to say to people?
No.
What?
It's Thanksgiving. I have no nice words to
All right,
say.
guys. What's
Your
up?
birthday is Saturday.
Sunday. Damn. You don't
Happy
even remember his
birthday,
birthday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
thanks.
dude. All right, guys. Thank you for watching Ski Mask Podcast
What's
episode
the time? What's the time?
24.
57. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just cut it
You know
short.
what?
We got that cold opening, so it'll be
Yeah,
over
you know
now.
what? Love yourselves. Do something good.
Always with my hand.
Do something fun.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. Be nice. Be nice. Get some shotties.
Don't take things for granted.
At all.
Yeah. You know what? Eat a vegetable or two. Maybe a fruit.
Go on a jog.
Did you say run a jog? Or
Go
what?
on a jog.
Yeah. Moisturize. Moisturize. Floss, especially.
Oh, now it's getting colder. Get chapstick.
Yeah, actually, I gotta get
I
some.
just lick my lips.
All right, guys. See you on episode 25. We out.